Have you ever come across job postings that require at least 1 or 2 years of experience, even for junior and executive roles? When you apply without experience, do your job applications get rejected? Do you get ghosted by your employers often? Hello, I'm Fabian, and I'm a UIUX designer in a non-tech firm. I have passed several interviews as a UIUX designer without experience or a degree. In this video, I will share what are the things that will help you land your first UIUX job. Even when job postings you come across require a couple years of experience, it's still a green light to try out those positions if you have a strong portfolio, because that was what I did. I realized they are always more intrigued by my portfolio than my academic background. So a portfolio with a set of projects will definitely stand out. You can get started by thinking of some design concepts that you want for your branding. You can get inspirations from Dribbble, Pinterest, and other platforms. But what concept are you going for? Does it have 3D graphic asset, or does it have typography design? What fonts are you going to use for your header and your paragraphs? What colors will you be using for your accent? These are the details that employers will look out for. Think of it as if you are creating your own company but for yourself. How do you want employers to feel when they are looking at your portfolio? It's cool even if you use templated portfolio like Behance, but your project should stand out with proper projects. So my point is that the chance of getting a job with a portfolio is easier when it comes to applying a job with experiences required. Every UIUX designer should prepare and show the most recent projects. It's okay if they are self-initiated projects. In my last video, I talked about how I started doing self-initiated projects to build my portfolio. There is nothing to be ashamed of doing. Demonstrate your understanding by going through your thought process for your product design. How did the product idea come about? What was the product trying to solve? What are some similar products in the market? What was the objective of the product? How was your design implemented with your idea? I know this is some boring shit, but let me explain. Usually, each product arises from a problem that creates demand for it. Example, it could be that the purpose of the design system is to ensure consistent, scalable design. However, right now, no platform helps to onboard startups into using design system. The reason being is that it's too costly to build from scratch, and only big companies like Allegiant, Shopify, Netflix could use design system. Then try to explain it from there. Show a couple of research if possible. Show your user journey and wireframes. You don't have to describe what features your product has, but you can if you want to. Lastly, explain why you design your UI in that way. Although the description of how your product is important, your UI screen should ultimately sell your portfolio and cover 60% of the entire site, even if you are a UX designer. I know, it's a comprehensive amount of work for just one project, but once you have done that, your portfolio will somehow do the talking for you. The chances of you getting noticed by your employers will increase significantly. This is pretty straightforward. Basically, what do you do when you face challenges? Every project has its own set of challenges. It could be searching for the default iOS UI components. It could be finding graphic assets to fit the context of the design. It could be thinking of how each screen would work. When it comes to all these challenges, did you actually take a step back and analyze things, or did you seek help from others? These are the answers employers will be looking out for. After all, we are all humans. We encounter challenges. Other than telling them how capable you are, you should be honest with how you deal with obstacles, or what do you do when you are stuck. When you start opening up about the challenges that you have faced, how it has helped you to be better, they would see and understand your working ethics, and then imagine how you would be operating in their team. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? Let me think. Employers always ask this question if you realize. The reason why they ask is to see whether your goals align with theirs, or it could be just one of their templated questions. Regardless of which, take your time to think, and think deep. Give an answer that will align with your goal the next 5 years. Elaborate each of your answers with your reasons and your way of thinking about life. This would give an idea to them of how you perceive things and your maturity level. It's better not to give typical answers like, I want to be a well-respected design lead who can lead a design team. Imagine you are a hiring manager. Would you be interested to know what they want to be in 5 years? Or would you be more interested to listen through an open-ended thought process of the questions? Remember, elaborate your answers to such generic questions. I hope you guys find these tips useful. Most importantly, don't be afraid to show your work. The right employer will appear. Remember, in the seas of no's, you only need one yes. Thanks for staying with me. If you like such content, do subscribe to my channel and comment down below. See you in my next video.